worm cult defector you brought us, Barjasa. Perhaps we can use her knowledge of the cult's activities to locate where Vanus Galerion is being held. If so, we can finally launch a rescue mission and return the great Mage to our side. I can't be sure, as she has so far refused to speak with us. Even her egg sister Jitra has had no luck getting her to open up. But she certainly has more intimate knowledge of the cult's activities and movements than we possess. I want you to try to talk to her, comrade. Maybe since you orchestrated her rescue, she'll be more inclined to speak to you. If we can even get a place to start looking for Vanus out of her, it will fall to you to investigate and get the Mage back. Talk to Barjasa. Find out if her time as part of the Worm Cult can tell us anything about where they are holding Vanus Galerion. Stopping the plane meld and defeating Mannimarco will be a lot easier with the Great Mage at our side. Our advance force will rest briefly, then continue to push farther into the region. With the shackle destroyed, most of the Worm Cult's contingent retreated to the north, but some remain in the area, so we need to stay alert. I had hoped to order them forward after we broke Gristmung Hold, but the soul flares you found out about make that too dangerous. We will continue to work with our smaller advance force until we better understand what we may be walking into.
I know from personal experience that you have a way with words. Talk to the Worm Cult defector and get her to tell you all their deep, dark secrets.
I will study the power core and notes you brought me, while you see what you can learn from Barjasa. I tried to draw on the full power of Vanus' staff to break the shackle. But wielding the staff of the greatest mage of our era is no simple task. It almost overwhelmed me. I am glad you and Darien were there. A perfect bismuth, a crystal that lacks imperfections. This explains why the worm cult came to Solstice, to harvest such crystals. Flares are a deadly addition to Mannimarco's arsenal. I might be able to devise a defense, but I am not Vanus.
I was wrong to distrust you, Mainlander. If not for you, these Stone Nest innocents would be dead, including my egg sister. I will do what I can to help you end the corpse stealers. The stone wants this, and so do I.
I told your leader I had nothing to say. I just want to leave this place. After betraying first my people, and then the Black Worm, I must try to figure out where I truly belong. Vanus. I served as a guard for the Great Mage, as part of my duties with the Order. Between the talks we had, and what I saw the Order do to my people. He was kind to me, convinced me to betray the Order. I helped him send his messages. No, I'm sorry. I was reassigned to Gristmung Hold when they needed more help with the Soul Flare experiments. I do not know where they sent Vanus after that. But he wrote a note and slipped it to me, asked me to get it to Gabriel when I could. Let me mark you a map. I helped a group of prisoners escape to an abandoned village, but we were captured. Before that, I hid the note in a secret cache in a stone totem inside one of the buildings. This is the location. Yes, this parchment shows the solution needed to open the correct cache. Press the indicated decorative tiles on the walls to rotate the blocks that make up the totem. Set them to these faces and retrieve the note. I hope this helps you find Vanus. I am not a powerful necromancer, merely a dabbler if that, so the Order used me to guard prisoners, move ritual components, those sort of things. But the more I witnessed the power of the Flayers, the more I grew to despise the Order. The dread Father Sithis has always fascinated me. The void and its connection to death led me to dabble in necromancy, much to Jitra's chagrin. When the first members of the Order of the Black Worm arrived, they eagerly accepted me into their ranks. A lot of little things. The appearance of the writhing wall, taking prisoners, the sacrifices. Then I met Vanus. I was assigned as his guard. We talked. He asked questions. I helped him as much as I could. The Soul Flayers were the last straw. I know they are evil. I saw how they killed swaths of prisoners with a single burst of necrotic energy. Those prisoners were mostly my people. Stone Nest villagers. The Flayers are nearly ready to be deployed by the Order. They were on the verge of testing them, but they planned to use them against your fellowship. They would be a powerful defense, and capture many of your allies' souls. I never learned why the Worm King needs so many souls.
You work on finding Vanus. The rest of us will scout the area and create a forward base.
I need some time. I'll stay here and lend a hand.
I will make sure this mainlander does not get lost, sister. Stay safe until I return.
It is strange to think that the battle for Tamriel will be fought on a forgotten island so far from home. But this is the pond in which we must swim.
Jitra has offered to accompany you to find the note Vanus left for Gabrielle. Go with her, and recover whatever message he felt was important enough to risk involving Barjasa. Maybe it will help lead us to him. Good luck, comrade.
Go on with Jitra. These death dancers seem to be quite capable. I'm not sure I totally trust the name, though. And don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Just need to clear my head. And...
Barjasa is in no condition to travel. She needs time to rest. You helped me, so I will aid you in the recovery of your mage. I know this land better than you. I will accompany you to the location my egg sister marked on your map.
Now's our chance to take the fight to the Worm Cult. Yeah. 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 You should have run.
My egg sister is clever. She hid the note in an enigma totem. An enigma totem contains secret caches representing chaos, change, and the void. By rotating the individual stone blocks, different compartments can be accessed. Barjos's drawing shows the solution. Just press the tiles to rotate the stones. My egg sister's drawing reveals the correct faces on the totem. Each decorative wall tile rotates a different block in the totem. Ha! Did you hear? That opened the compartment. Now you can recover the note. Is that what you sought? Will it help you find your missing friend? Does the note indicate how to find your missing mage? May I see? Mor Naril is a forbidden place, an ancient Daedric temple. The Death Dancers of old battled Daedra there long ago, or so our legends say. I know nothing of a Wraith Forge, but the Bismuth mine, I can take you there if you like. Of course. I am a Stone Nest Death Dancer, and this is my territory. I would be very poor at my job if I did not know the area like I know the scales on my tail. The Corpse Stealers have an encampment there. We shall go together. The mine lies just to the north of Zorhist, my people's largest village. These soul flayers threaten the Stone Nest tribe, along with everyone else. I believe the stone has placed us on the same path for a reason.
mess with. Good eye. You asked for it. That's it.
Corpse stealers. See how they take our land as though it was theirs to begin with.
This one was very pleased to hear of Viceroy Pelidil's defeat.
They mine the beautiful bismuth for ugly purposes.
Let's go. Easy.
Look, atop that crate. Documents. Orders to build more soul flayers. Your mage was right to send us here. Look, Mainlander, a map. Let us discuss our discoveries, Mainlander. Let us chisel to the truth and review the documents we discovered here. Yes, more power cores for the soul flares. It seems they plan to test single-use devices at the sites indicated on the map we found. Then they will create flares that kill without stopping. But what is this about a prisoner at the end? And they dare seek to violate an ancient burial site of my people. To raise an army of undead. I must ponder. If we can determine which Zonmir they plan to plunder, we can be sure to find your missing mage there. I will return to your prince, talk to my egg sister. Perhaps she can direct us to the burial site they plan to pillage. And we must warn the Stone Nest villages of the coming danger. You go to these harvest sites and destroy the flares. Head to the harvest sites. I will have your prince send help.
Skill issue. Ready. Yeah. 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 Yeah! Yeah!
Jitra sent me to help destroy flares and crack skulls.
You could craft something nice with that.
Take out that soul flare!
whole stack? Very nice.
Yeah! Another one! Destroy it! Hey, grab those papers, why don't you?
You good? Of course you are.
Head for the other side, pal. I need to return to camp. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Five Claw. Raz came as Jitra requested. You could use some help here.
You're dead.
Raz does not like these flares. Pull out its core and destroy it.
End them.
Straight down!
loot there. Don't pass it up.
There! What suggested the crystal tower
Can't
core
believe
be
someone
brittle?
just left this
Pull it
here.
out and crush it.
Anything good?
There, Five Claw. Raz loves it when villains leave correspondence lying out in the open. We are done, Five Claw. Head to the other side and do it again. That went better than Raz expected. Good work, Five Claw. Report back to Prince Azar at the Fellowship camp. Raz will meet you there.
Yeah. Yeah! Yeah!
Jitra, you can't just rush off. Let us help.
Help? You do not appear to be in any condition to help anyone, Knight.
Jitra's on edge. I get it. Her people are being taken captive and slaughtered. She's not sure she can trust her sister, not to mention the Soul Flayers. She's a mess, questioning her purpose, her role, feeling lost, worthless. Not you too. Everyone is so worried about poor, fragile, broken Darien. Jitra, Scordo. All right. You want me to say it? Without my light, I am powerless. We're facing the worst situation since the last terrible event. I'm nothing. The golden armor was a gift from Meridia. I'm not her knight anymore. But before all that, I defended Camlorn as a Lion Guard. That's who I am right now. Who I've always been. I need to find that man again. For Gabriel. If he even still exists. Yeah, I am, aren't I? Figured this old armor might help me find the old me again. Back when protecting people was all that mattered. I could fight, flirt, and never doubted a thing. I want that version of me back. Maybe this is the first step. Noticed some Lion Guard among the Sturk Fellowship. Traded them for it. But hey, thanks for that. Your words. They helped. And I'll be all right. Now go give your report to Prince Azar. I can see him looking impatiently in this direction.
If you're done talking Darien out of his dark mood, I'm eager to hear your report. Jitra explained about Vanus's note in the mine, but what happened at the Soul Flayer harvest sites? Scordo and Raz said you destroyed them, but not much else. A perimeter defense for Mor Naril? That implies Manamarco is using the old temple as a stronghold. We will need to figure out a way to disable or bypass these flares, or our whole enterprise is lost. Anything else? Then our way forward is clear. We must find this necropolis, stop them from raising the undead, and rescue Vanus. Business as usual. Yes, I suppose it is. But let us not ignore the successes we've had thus far, comrade. Discovering the existence and nature of the Soul Flayers, learning about Mor Naril, and now we have hope of rescuing Vanus. Well done. Comrade, thanks to the information you helped uncover, we now have our first real chance to find and rescue Vanus Galerion.